Boys, Rockstar Games tweeted out a brand new preview into the Kortz Center Heist, the final, well, allegedly final GTA 5 DLC that we will see before GTA 6. Now, there is some speculation that there might be one more DLC before, but we're not going to dive into that because we're taking a look at the Kortz Center Heist. This article they released actually has a ton of stuff that I think is very interesting for this. Some stuff that we haven't seen before, and maybe some things that they might be doing in GTA 6 in the future. So I want to go over some theories, some things I think they will be doing with this heist that we need to dive into to take a theory. We're just jumping into it. So they obviously released this article right here, and in general, it's a pretty simple mechanic system. You're gonna go ahead. You have to have you have to have a mansion, and then there will be an addition that you can buy, which is the art studio. Okay. Now with the art studio, it basically enables you so you can do this heist. I don't have a guess on how much the art studio is going to be. But it's going to be really interesting. And basically the way it works, and I have a fun way to figure out some theories on this. You said they're utilizing the mansion AI. We're going to be utilizing our own AI to kind of give us a hint what this hidden message is behind this. But yeah, so you need an art studio. By the way, if you guys don't, try to buy a mansion before July 13th, I believe. I believe it's July 13th in this right here. Yeah, if you buy a mansion before July 13th, you get $1 million discount on the art studio. So it's really not that hard right now. Bunker and all that. There's a ton of money making methods out there. Go ahead and grind and try to buy the mansion. They even they gave a recommendation on which mansion to buy just because it's closer for the heist. Doesn't really matter at the end of the day. They're all going to be pretty close, but yeah, just so you guys know. So yeah, July 13th, get that done. But if you take a look here, so I went ahead and I took this entire article right here and went ahead and wanted us to see what our own AI cares about it. So the first thing I wanted to get an idea about is the payout predictions, because it actually brings up some good points. So in this, and something that, might be, kind of hidden right here, every week that initial sale will garner the most robust payout. So there are a lot of theories heading into this that maybe this will be like you do it once a week type of thing. A lot of people were thinking that was going to be thinking. A lot of people were, well, they probably want people playing GTA a ton, and this is going to be what they want to grind, and this might replace Kaio. Now, the thing is, the fact that this is, they just say right here, every week that initial sale will garner the most robust payout, is very interesting because you're going to have a kind of decaying type of payout system. So like the first time in here, I was reading, I don't know why I can't find it right now. Yeah, right here. So the freshness mechanic. So every week that initial sale will garner the most robust payout. This implies a time decay payout modifier. Your first completion of the week might give you a 1.5 times multiplier, while repeating it floods the market. And so this was another thing one of my friends brought up, is that maybe there is a market of this, and so there might be like more rare paintings. Like it's going to be RNG what paintings you're doing during your setups and all that and things like that, because the general way we believe it's going to work and how the heist will play out is you will have to source specific canvases, paint types, and frames so that your artists in residence can kind of insert the swaps. That's the way the kind of setup missions are going to be, is that you need to create swaps to put in here. And then when you go ahead and do those swaps right here, you obviously, it's going to be kind of RNG on what the swaps are. So based on the market that is currently out there, that's how much your price will be. So it's going to be like a fluctuating economy, which I think is so unique. But that's why I think it will be a multiplier the first time you do it for the week, and then the multiplier will slowly get reduced or removed as you kind of keep going on throughout the week. So really cool thing. And yeah, right here, our AI is predicting that the weekly rotating primary paintings will be between 1.3 and 1.8 million. I can't off the top of my head tell you what Pink Diamond is and all that in Kaio. I think 1.8 is higher than that. I'm pretty sure the highest in Kaio is 1.6 or 1.4. I don't know. I'm probably blanking right now, but 1.8, not that bad. Now, secondary targets, I mean, that's another kind of core mechanic of these heists at this point. This is saying a potential take close to 3.5 to 4 million. if it's 3.5 to 4 million per player, that will be such a W. I think they should just kind of go all out and let people collect as much money as they want. This is pretty much the end of GTA 5 Online. Let people grind money, let people try to get whatever they want to get. But again, if it's only once a week, it makes sense, and I think a payout like that would be worth it. So really, really cool to do that. And they also are going to have a system, I believe, for the first heist you do, that for the primary target, you can actually hang the painting on one of your mansion, like in your art studio, I assume, instead of selling it. It's a cool thing. Like if you're a veteran player, yeah, you're just going to want to hang it. It's a cool, rare thing. It's a flex. It's a trophy. Now, the prep phase, this is actually a really good idea. So instead of, doing, plasma cutters and things like that, you're going to go ahead, source specific canvases, paint types, frames, and all that, like we said. And then the custom loadout stockpile mentioned means you prep work directly dictates what gear you can use in the finale, so rather than choosing the fix. So preset weapon blocks and things like that, like Kaio, which is cool. And then the finale goes to the Kortz Center. We know what it is. It's going to be an art studio or a gallery or whatever. And so the stealth requirement, this is actually a really cool part I wanted to bring up. Unlike Kaio, where you can just shoot your way out if you mess up, you actually get penalized if you get caught while doing this, because in kind of real world logic, if people know you stole the Mona Lisa, then the Mona Lisa, if it ever hits the market, people are gonna be like, yeah, that's stolen. We know it's stolen. It's gonna have a reduced value because the buyer, it doesn't want to get caught. So it's a really, really cool system, and I actually think it works out really, really well for this type of heist. So yeah, the more stealth you are, the better you get paid out. And that's going to be a lot of people on Kaio, I know how it is. They just sometimes say YOLO, run out of there. Obviously, you learn how to cheese it and things like that. But this is going to be a really, really cool system that I think will be fun. And, it's going to cause a lot of fights. I think a lot of people are going to get in fights with friends while doing this because, if your payout, I don't know what the reduction would be. It's probably going to be 5, 10,000. It doesn't get usually reduced that much with Kaio if you get shot and things like that, but it's going to be a fun little thing here. And then the core mechanic, the switch, is when you're switching out the paintings, will require you likely to physically interact with artwork, trigger a mini game to cut it out, replace it, stuff like that. I'm really curious because I don't think they're just going to do that cutting animation. They probably will have a system where you have to open the frame. I don't know. Well, it'll be interesting. And then hidden features that I wanted to talk about, because in the article right here, they actually talked about your AI being kind of important, which is why I thought it'd be fun to use AI in this video. Here, boom, boom. And where is the AI? I know it talked about AI, bro. You're right here. You can also expect your mansion's trusty AI assistant to come handy. Now, if we take a look here, I agree. I think the way it's going to work is the AI is going to act as a remote hacker. So you're going to have your AI, open up this door or whatever. Who knows how it's going to work, but it's going to open specific gallery doors. You're probably going to have to do mini games to open those or whatever. Looping security cameras. I think that'll be a really, really cool thing. So yeah. And then also it says here, the RAR article says this: Rockstar is shifting away from the RNG of Kyle Perico's vault contents. Very interesting. So by introducing 3 new paintings to steal every single week, they are turning the heist into an evolving live service event. Tell your audience, which I'm telling you guys right now, to expect limited time museum events where world famous parodies of real art, like a GTA version of the Mona Lisa, enter the rotation for a massive bonus. I think if this is the kind of way they're going to set up events, obviously GTA 5 is very, very it's very limited compared to what they're going to be able to do with GTA 6, but already what we're seeing in this heist, the little potential bits, there's going to be a market, fluctuating prices based on, what paintings people are getting, I think is going to be so much fun. I think a lot of people, dude, the clips when people get crazy paintings and they but make some an extra 500k, extra million is going to be so cool. So yeah, I think this is going to be a really, really cool system. I'm really curious. Leave a comment down below. How much do you guys think the payouts are going to be for this? Again, if I had to guess, I think it's going to make I think it's going to make 3 million a week on the first run, and then it's going to be a pretty drastic fall off that you might just want to do Kyle Perico. I think this will be something you do once or twice a week, if I'm being honest, and then you run Kyle for the most part. But leave a comment down below. How much do you guys think this is going to make? But overall, this is going to be really cool. A lot of the art looks sick. I cannot wait to run this. Here are some of the paintings they're doing right here. I think these are the first 4 paintings. I think they do plan on adding more paintings as things move on. So gonna be overall a ton of fun. And yeah, we got a new car right here and things, tons of new content coming out, which we'll dive into. But I wanted to talk about the heist today, and that's what we did. So boys, July, what is it, 13th or 14th? Whenever it is, yeah, July 14th. Get ready, boys. The brand new heist, the final heist of GTA 5 Online, allegedly. So we will see. But guys, leave a like, subscribe. We're gonna have a ton of content over this and get rolling. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, bye bye.